folks.
Hi.
We're out in the woods in the Redwoods. Give you a little bit of a glimpse. We're on a hike and we have been doing a lot of walking and talking and processing and thinking about challenges in life and challenges at work.
All of the challenges.
So, what are some of the challenges you're having these days?
I think work challenges, dealing with some of my past mistakes kind of coming revolution back to me, which is fine. One of them is not holding people accountable, but, or at least not early, finding the reasons why they're doing things they're doing instead of just like, nope, that's not a thing. And then the other thing is just like personal. Living in Utah, the winter, I typically get seasonal depression. And so this season has been really taking a hard hit on me, not having the energy to do anything, feeling like I'm like stuck or moving in mud or everything I have to do I don't want to do. So that's been a super big challenge. Coming out here has been really helpful. I already feel significantly better.
I was gonna ask you if being out here is helping.
Yes, so much. Love it.
Yeah, I think I've been thinking about how you want to hold this? Sorry, we don't have the fancy stick yet.
We have one. It's just not.
We don't know how to use it. I have been letting my mind wander a lot and remembering that I need to do that all the time in order for my brain to work correctly. Because if I don't do that, I think that I don't have my creative inspirations and I get really tired. We were listening to a podcast earlier, a fitness podcast actually, and she used the phrase tired and wired. And I was like, oh my God, I feel like that all the time.
I think a lot of us feel like that.
Yeah. But like coming out here and walking around in these giant trees has felt very brain relaxing.
Yeah.
And we're walking over this really cool tree right now that we have to go look at, and we'll show you. We're doing a circle.
Yes, because we're going to go into it. And you're going to come in with us.
Yeah. This one looks like it was like burned out, which is just the whole forest has been so cool to see how like change has happened and how the forest just recovers.
It does.
And it has like its own form of resilience. So like every tree that's fallen over has these little nurse trees coming out of it. And there's ferns and there's moss and all comes together in this symbiotic circle of life. And it's a lesson to remember that sometimes the hard times are actually what nourish you
to grow and to develop into new things or to make pathways for new experiences. That podcast also talked about neural pathways and how fitness was really important to that. And I know we say that like as far as like taking our self-care seriously, making sure that fitness is a priority somewhere. And that's actually one of the areas I've also let go of a little bit. Not 100%, but not as consistent as I usually am.
Do you think that's part of your struggle with depression right now?
100%, because obviously exercise gives you endorphins. Endorphins make you happy.
Yeah.
Ha ha ha, clueless. Couldn't help myself.
Yeah. Is there anything else going on right now that you think is making that harder?
No, not necessarily. I did move an hour away. There's other little factors that come into play, but I think that some of them are just normal life things.
Yeah.
When you are feeling a little depressed or harder.
One of the things I've been thinking about this week is how we started out majority of my nursing career and your nursing career and our early leadership was in critical care. And the way that you communicate with critical care staff is something that I felt very comfortable with and familiar with. And now I'm working in more long-term care settings, mental health settings, and some primary care. And I think the staff that tend to gravitate to those positions have different motivations and different communication styles.
Mm-hmm.
And I have noticed I've had a hard time learning how to communicate with this newer crowd of people. It's been a big stretch to speak clearly in a way that doesn't come across as aggressive. It's very hard.
Yeah, like being concise and clear without feeling like you're so direct that you're hurting people's feelings.
Yeah, exactly. Like I feel like my messages get misconstrued more than they used to. And maybe part of that's just because I'm a little further away now. Like I'm in another level of leadership. I'm over a department now. And so I'm not working as closely with the one-on-one staff. And so it's been a lot harder to build that trust so that they assume that I have their best interest in mind because they just don't know me.
Yeah.
So
Thanks.